Hi guys, welcome. Today I'd like to talk about banks, and I'd like to announce that first pan-European bank and bank account, which is available from all countries in SEPA. SEPA is called Single Euro Payment Area, and it's almost the same as Euro area in European Union. And in European Union, in the Euro area, there's the first bank, which is almost for the whole Europe or even wider. So I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I will start from a history, because I want to tell you how it was before. As we know, we will start from a point of view in Germany. In Germany, to open a bank account, you will need one or two documents, or three sometimes, but almost one or two. If you are a citizen, you will need your Ausweis. It means ID card. If you are not a citizen, you will need your passport or ID card and Anmeldebescheinigung. Almost all banks needs Anmeldebescheinigung from you. If you don't have an Anmeldebescheinigung, you will have a really big problem to open a bank account. And at that time, there's only one bank. It's called Postbank, and that Postbank is located on a post office. It's related with Deutsche Post, which is a public post operator, and then you can open a bank account without a Anmeldebescheinigung, or even if you have an address in another country. You can use another country address as a main address. You can also use another country address as a second address, as a mailing address, and use German address as a first address. That's really important, because even if you have a Meldebescheinigung and your name is not on on your doors written, the mail will not go to you. For example, your name is Jardin, your last name is Jardin, and you rent a house from Mr. Schmidt. And on the door you have a Meldebescheinigung that you live in that place, but on the door is written Mr. Schmidt, not Mr. De Dole or Jardin. So even if if you receive a mail, then you check. Oh, it's not a house address for Mr. Jardin, address for Mr. Smith, and you will not receive your post. It will go to the post office. If you don't check it very often, it will be returned, and you will have a problem. Because sometimes that's the reason that sometimes people put one address as main address and second address as a mailing address, even in other country. And sometimes you can use CO. It is something like that you say in that company that my address is not on a door. I'm Mr. Jardin, but I'm renting from Mr. Smith, and it will be addressed Pierre Jardin, CO. After CO, it will be what is on a building. For example, Klaus Schmidt. That street, blah 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 blah, and then it will go to you. But you know how it is. And Postbank was the first bank when it was possible to open a bank account without a Meldebescheinigung. For example, it was not possible in Commerzbank. It was not possible in many other banks. I don't know. There are other banks, especially Volksbanks and Sparkasse, when you can, but it depends on a place, because the main banks are globally for all Germany. Volksbanks and Sparkasse are different for each city, so maybe in some city it is possible, but you know how it is. You know how it is. It's really, really complicated, and all that we know. And there are not a new bank. It's called Number26. Number26 bank. It's a really, really new and really great bank, and it's pan-European bank, because it's really, really easy to open a bank account there. You only need to fill a special form on a website. You don't need a Meldebestätigung. So you even don't need an address in Germany. Your bank account will be in German system, and you can use all good things from related with a German bank account. For example, last shift and many other things. But that's not the point. And the other rule that even if you work in France, in other country of a single euro payment area, the company, your employer, have to send money to your bank account. It doesn't matter in which euro country it is. So you work in France, you work in Spain, they have to send your money to an account in Germany. That's not a problem. That's the rule. And then you fill a special form to register a bank account. Then you need to prove your ID. And that's another thing. The normal way it was that you have to print your post ID, which is a special identification form typical for Germany, and go with a post ID to the local post office with your ID, only post office in Germany, with your post ID and your document, only passport or ID card, and then for free you will be authorized. That will be a field special form. You will need to sign it, and that's all. But in number 26 it's much easier, because after that you will fill the whole form. You need to register a special app on your phone, but only on Android and on iOS, on iPhone and Android. You need to register a special app which you will use to contact with your bank. You can contact your bank using website, phone, and that app. You will use that. When you use that app for the first time, you will need to make a verification of your ID. You will make a video chat with a person from another side to confirm that you are you. And first thing, you will be asked for your email address and date of birth. Then they will make a photo of you using your front camera from your cell phone, the photo of you, and then they will need to using the rear camera to make a photo of your document, your passport or ID card from both sides. Passport only side with a photo, in the ID card both sides, and that's all. After that identification, you will set up manually the whole application, and your MasterCard card, which is a debit card, will be sent to your address. And that's all. It will take no more than 7 business days, 4 days in Germany, up to 7 days in outside Germany. And it's not available, that bank, in all European countries now. It's available in a few countries, in Germany, Austria, France, Spain, and some else. Not in all European countries, and not in all, even not in all single euro payment area countries, but it will be available in all. Now it's the first stage. In a few countries it is available. It's really nice. Of course, you can connect that bank account with PayPal. It runs really well for a direct debit and for and the card you can connect. That's really easy. Personal identification number for a card you will set manually. You can choose your PIN, so that's really nice. You will not. You can also receive Maestro card, but by default you receive MasterCard, and MasterCard is much better. You can have 2 cards, but MasterCard is much better than it's used by default. It's much better. Next thing is that you will not receive EC card, and sometimes that's not really good, I have to say, because in Germany, in many machines, you need to prove your age, and the EC card is one of the 3 forms you can use. German ID, personal Ausweis, you can use driver license issued in Germany, or EC card. But to that account you will not receive EC card. I think that's a good idea to not send, because a lot of big banks in Germany send by default EC card, and EC card is valid only in Europe. And outside Europe you can't use it. You can't use it even outside European Union. This is wrong. That's really bad. And you have in many banks like Postbank, you receive EC card, and you have to apply for a special credit card. Of course, it can be a prepaid card, will be a full visa, but you have to apply for that, pay for it, and for example in Postbank account is free, but you have to pay 20 euros per year for a Visa card, Visa prepaid, just to have a card which is you can use outside Europe. So it's and so that's the great thing in Number26 bank, that you don't receive that old EC card, you just receive the really good MasterCard, which is really great, and I think that's really good a bank, that I wanted to make that video to say it. And it's really quick to open bank account, to verify it, because you can go make it even if you're abroad. If you live in France, for example, you can do this from France. You don't need to go to a German post office to prove your ID, because you can do this using your phone. This very simple thing. And that's nice, and the website is really fast, and it looks really great. So if you want to open a bank account in Germany, if you want to select your first bank account in Germany, and you are over 18, because you have to be over 18 to open a bank account, I recommend you Number26, because it's really nice. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.